Star Wars has been part of so many people's childhoods, and that lives within them still. And it's very hopeful, I think, our show and what Dave strives for it to be. And yeah, it's a blessing to be working with them and working with our incredible crew. We are just as excited as them. We're sitting right next to them in the audience. It's a collective experience. Especially, it was meaningful to see Lars walking out on stage and people reacting to him, and then him sort of sitting down. I saw him taking it in, and it brought a tear to my eye because I know how meaningful it is for each one of us.
Coming back here was so much high quality work and such a variety of things that we're talking about and showing people. That's what's been, I think, so rewarding, because it's been a process over time where we're realizing, even in 2016, we brought Rogue One, and this time I can't even count how many things we're talking about and panels we've got going, and it's amazing. It's been a joy that I've been watching unfold for quite a while. And Dave is more than capable. And I think George recognized that. I recognize that. And now he does. He's been able to own that and believe in himself and take that next step. And I think it shows. He needed that confidence. That's all he was looking for. He needed the power of the Force.
It was very emotional. And I was sort of blown away. They're very caring about their fans. Yeah. They're very caring about and very, very knowledgeable about who are we doing this for. It's always fun to play a baddie, but it's just always fun to play characters where you understand what they're driven by.
For most of us, getting to see our trailer, because we're all new to seeing any footage as well, so it was really exciting to get to see the reveals. Maybe we knew they were coming, but still we hadn't actually seen the way they were going to look on screen. Like, getting to see Thrawn. The first day we saw the back of his head, and then today we got to see his face, and the way that he looks on the big screen was just so cool. And seeing Sabine on her motorcycle, there was such an adrenaline rush to it all. So it was really special to get to see it with such a great crowd. I mean, it was incredibly overwhelming and I think emotional for all of us, when you're just like, wow, we've done something that people really care about and they're really excited about. And that doesn't happen all the time, certainly not to this level. I mean, Star Wars is a whole other level of care and joy and intensity of love that people have for it. It's incredibly satisfying, and I think, I have so much love for both of those women and for their characters, and I just think, it's so great to have a show that's sort of female-led like this, but it's really it's not really about that. It's about how capable they are and their strengths and how they work together and how much respect they have for one another, and the complexities of their relationships. And it sort of transcends gender. It's Star Wars, and each of these characters sort of exemplifies Star Wars in their own way, and I love that.
We don't get to see anything early, so we're just really experiencing it with the fans. And I mean, I don't know if it was captured or anything, but every time we all ran out from the panel to sit on the floor and watch it so we could get a good view. And it's such an amazing way to watch this footage for the first time, like on this giant screen, amazing sound system, and like thousands of fans. It's awesome. That was the highlight for sure.
Just hearing the noise backstage was already intimidating. I was turning to like Ivana and said, so you're playing bass and I'm playing lead? Because it felt like you're going into a rock concert. When you're there and you're working, so everybody is working, so you're caring for each other and all this sort of stuff. You're in it, but not until you then put it together with all the other elements of these genius people post-production and you're going like, wow, and that brings that kid in you out again. Filoni and Favreau have this unique quality, well, rare, shall I say, very, very rare quality, that they have the ability to facilitate for every individual to bring the best of themselves to work. And in whatever department and whatever level of production that they are involved in, you matter. And they facilitate, and if you need something, you can ask for it, and it's a collaboration on all levels and in all departments. That's so rare.
To come out and the roar that you're welcomed with from this fandom is, I mean, it's a family to be a part of. I feel their level of excitement, to have the feedback from them, to actually have the details that they get into, because I watched the trailer and I watched it a couple times, but I didn't even see all the things that they saw. And, you know, it's so exciting to finally be at this point now where we can talk about it, because it's been tough to hold this stuff back, and I appreciate that these moments are kind of kept, you know, that we do have these surprises that we can reveal. I think we embellish and we share too much too soon often, and I think it's really nice to be able to give the fans who really, truly love it a real big slice of the pie, like beforehand. I think it's nice to be able to serve it to them before we give it to everybody else. This one, we finally really got to kind of dig deep, and we kind of get to really explore these relationships, and I think it's really powerful. You know, these are really accomplished, really talented, skilled warriors, and this is a leaderful moment. You know, like Ahsoka might be, you know, front and center on the poster, but this is a team, and it's a dream team.
This is a character I've known for a long time, that I've imagined what would this be like, that I've wanted to put on the screen in this way and apply some of the filmmaking techniques that I've learned over the years from so many different talented people and just movies I enjoyed and watched growing up. So I never thought I would get to do this sort of thing. I'm very glad that I took the chance and did it and dove in, and I'm really happy that people enjoy watching it. That you know, because it's a challenge, and I'm just really glad that she's a character that resonates. People are happy to see this character come to life, and because they've known him for so long in so many ways. And you know, I wanted today, you know, the special moment where only people here got to see his face and his eyes and the way he is. That's something you give to the fans because they made the journey, and something they'll have to talk about. But it's just special for all of us, and we're so glad that it was so well received.
It was just electrifying. It was magical, and I can't wait till the show airs in August, because we really get to show the big, incredible adventure that this show is about. And you know, it's mythical. It's everything you can want in a Star Wars project, and most important, it has heart. And you know, Star Wars is about hope, you know, and I think the fans are just gonna eat this all up. I really do. What was really beautiful was to be able to work with Dave, John, the other directors, and to really understand this background that I wasn't aware of even about her, and that we're all going to discover. And that's where I'm really excited. And the scope of this, just the action alone, it's just gonna knock people out of their seats. I think, at least I think it when I'm excited about it.